Everybody wants to know, no matter what the meta is, no matter what god roll is out there, does your resilience really matter in PvP? Well, let's see, how can I put this? No! And here's why. Let me ask you a question. What do you normally die to in PvP? Go ahead, think about it. What usually kills you? Think about all those different things, because 99.9% of those things are still going to kill you just the same, no matter what your resilience is, and I'll prove it. On the left, the lowest resilience you can have. On the right, the highest. If you don't know, resilience does a bunch of things for your character, like reduce flinch and charge your Titan barricade, but the main thing it does is reduce incoming damage by 30%. Sounds amazing, right? Now you may hear that and be like, oh wow, I need that. And in endgame PvE content, I would agree with you. In fact, that's one of the main stats I always like to max out, because why the hell not? But in PvP, I don't even waste my time with it, because PvP is a whole different ball game than PvE. Dying to the Immortal at extremely low resilience and dying to the Immortal at extremely high resilience is almost exactly the same experience. Why? Because PvP follows some very important time to kill guidelines, meaning that even if you max out your resilience, hand cannons that can 3-tap you will still 3-tap you. Snipers will still 1-shot, headshot, or 2-shot body shot you. Sliding shotgunners will still destroy you, and abilities that can 1-shot you will still 1-shot you even at 100 resilience. In fact, you will still die to most of the things that normally kill you, whether you're at 0 resilience or 100 resilience, because those things are supposed to do that. What 100 resilience will do for you is maybe keep you alive for a fraction of a second or maybe 1 body shot longer in rare situations to a person with bad aim, if we're being honest. People hear 30% damage reduction and think it's a game changer, but the actual difference is only a fraction of a second, most of the time faster than you can even react to. From dying after 4 body shots to dying after 5. Really. Again, we're talking PvP here, not PvE. Most players don't just passively shoot at you and then ignore you when you duck behind cover like PvE enemies. People, human beings, throw grenades, shot swap weapons, shotgun melee. They do a ton of different tactics that will completely bypass any 30% damage reduction you might think you have. When's the last time you sat there and thought, oh shit, that guy has 100 resilience, he must be 30% harder to kill? Never. Even if you do find yourself in a situation where 100 resilience has saved the day and you're still alive, human players will push the shit out of you most of the time and finish you off. Dregs don't call out to their friends, he's 1-shot, he's 1-shot, but humans do. They make call outs to their little turd friends and team shoot you or pinch you from multiple directions and use all sorts of different tactics. Unless you're in a 1v1 situation, most of the time you won't even notice a difference between low and max resilience. Also, you can't max out every stat. There are 6 of them, and you have to choose between the 2 or 3 that are most important to you, your playstyle, and most importantly, your build. Knowing what I've just told you, are you really going to prioritize resilience over everything else that would give you an actual advantage? In PvP, the stat I usually try to max out first is recovery. Why? Because getting your health back before your opponent is an absolute game changer. Then after that, I try to spec into whatever enhances the character and build I'm running. My resilience is always left at whatever is left over from my armor stats. So what about flinch resistance? Easy. Just equip unflinching mods. Now if you're on a Titan and you want to spec into resilience for your barricade, then go for it. Your build always overrides everything. That is always the most important thing. If a certain character stat is what's required to make your build strong, then that's what you use. To prove all of this even further, This whole time I've been talking, you've been watching actual PC gameplay against sweaty stack teams with only 2% tier 1 resilience, and I'll bet you didn't even notice.
Double down, triple down.